recording. Now I'm sharing my screen. Can you see the screen, girls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Yes, miss.
what can you see? Can you read what you can see?
Daffodils by William Wordsworth.
Exactly. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. So have you got any idea what's meant by daffodils?
It is a kind of flowers.
The yellow flowers, a kind of yellow flowers.
A kind of yellow flower. Exactly. And William Wordsworth is the poet. And do you know what's a poet? Or
The
who is the
person who
poet?
writes the poetry.
Yes, it's the man or the person who writes the poem. Okay? And you have to know that he was an English poet. He also, most of his poems is about nature. He likes picturing the nature with its beautiful scene. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can call him the nature lover. You understand? We can call him the nature lover because he loves nature very much and he describes it in most of his poems. What can you see in this picture, girls? Can you tell me before I start?
Many flowers of daffodils.
Many flowers of daffodils. What else?
Heels.
Hills. And
Veils.
Mountains.
Sea or
Mountain.
lake.
mountains or hills, fields, and what else? A
River.
lake, a kind of a lake or a river or a sea. So, who can read the first stanza for me?
Yes.
Okay, come on, Judy. Judy, I think.
Malak.
Malak, okay, Malak. Come on.
I wandered lonely as a cloud that float on high over vales and hills. When all at once I saw crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze.
Exactly. Something went wrong. Wait. Yes, okay. I wander lonely as a cloud that float on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So I wondered, here the poet, or William Wordsworth, said that I wandered, not I walked. What's the difference between walk and wander? Wander here means
Wandered
to walk
means he walked
without,
aimlessly.
yes, aimlessly, without a target, without a destination. So you're just walking, okay? And he was walking alone, lonely. He has no company. And he here compares himself to?
A cloud.
Yes. So the poet compares himself as a cloud in walking aimlessly and lonely. Okay, so here the poet compares himself to an element of nature, which is the cloud. Where is the poet, or where is the cloud moving and walking? And it floats over, that floats on high over vales and hills. So the clouds are walking over or the
Wheels
poet
and
Wheels
again.
and heels.
Exactly. And suddenly the poet saw a crowd. A crowd means a lot of. So as you can see, the poet insists or clarifies that the number of Davidal is really huge. There are many of Davidals. So suddenly he saw the poet while walking, he saw
A crowd.
a
a
crowd
crowd
of
of golden
people
daffodils.
or Davidals, a host of golden Davidals. And here golden implies or indicates that the flowers are with the yellow color.
Color.
Where are these flowers located?
Beside the lake,
Yes,
beneath the
beside
tree,
the lake and under the trees. And what are these flowers doing?
moving and dancing.
Yes, they are moving, fluttering, and dancing in the breeze. But can the flower dance?
No,
No.
No, it
about
cannot
give the
dance.
flower
It,
the image of person who walk, dance.
yes, sorry? Hmm?
The boat give the flower the image of person who move and dance.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So the flower here, and this what we call personification, right? When
Yeah.
Yes.
the flowers, we call it personification because the flowers here are given the quality of a man who is dancing happily in the breeze. And what's the breeze? So is it a good or bad weather?
Good. A
Good.
good weather.
Hmm?
A good
A
weather.
good weather.
Good weather. So the flowers are dancing in the breeze, enjoying the fresh air. Okay? In the first line, as you can see, it's I wander lonely as a cloud. So the figure of speech is here. Is it a
A
simile
simile.
metaphor? Simile because we have the article as. You understand? And here
Yes.
the poet compares himself to a lonely cloud. Do we have any other figurative language? Any figure of speech? Do we have any figure of speech?
Yes.
Hmm?
And lonely as a cloud.
We said lonely as a cloud is a simile. Okay. Hmm?
No.
In the last line, fluttering and dancing, again, it's a
Personification.
personification. Exactly. Do we have any other figurative language?
Mm,
The two words in red, over and beneath. What do we consider this? Over is, you know the meaning of beneath?
Yes, under.
Under.
Under, and over is up. So here
Trust.
it's what we call,
Trust.
contrast. Yes, it's contrast. Okay. And what's the importance of contrast?
No.
It clarifies the meaning. It makes the meaning clear. Okay, girls?
Okay.
Concerning the rhyme scheme, how do we know about the rhyme scheme? Who can tell me? Lujine? How do we know about the rhyme scheme?
The last letter of
Hmm?
each stanza in the poem.
Sorry? Sorry, raise your voice, please.
The last
Hmm?
stanza is a stanza in each poem. In
You
the
mean the
poem,
last word?
the last words
Yes, the last word in each line
in each
in a
line.
stanza. Okay,
Yes.
so can you tell me here, can you read aloud the last words, please?
Cloud, heels. So they are different. So cloud will take the letter A and heels will take B.
What word rhyme with the cloud?
Crowd.
Yes, exactly. Cloud and crowd and rhyme the same, so they're gonna take the same symbol. Okay.
Okay. Heels and Davidos.
Hills and daffodils, yes, they rhyme together, so they're gonna take the same symbol, which is B.
Trees and breeze will take C.
Yes, because they rhyme the same. Now let's move to the second. Is everything clear with the first stanza?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to, let's move to the second stanza. Who can read it for us?
Yes.
Who are you? معلش عشان أنا I can't يعني.
ملك.
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 Again? Okay يا ملك. ها.
Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkles on my on the Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Okay, Milky Way. They stretched
They stretched in never-ending line.
Okay, along in the margin of the bay, 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing and the heat.
Tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Okay, I'm going to read it. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. What can you see in the picture in order to understand the second stanza? What can you see again here?
3 flowers.
Flowers or daffodils again, huh? And what else can you see?
And the sky.
And the sky. And I
And
specifically chose...
And clouds, white clouds.
Yes, exactly. And here I specifically chose this picture in order to let you know that here are the flowers are compared, daffodils are compared, the main idea here that the flowers are compared to the shining stars in the sky. You understand?
Yeah.
Got the idea
Yes.
here? Continuous
Yes.
as the star that shine. Continuous here means they are they are so many as the stars. So the flowers are with huge number, just like the stars in the sky. Twinkle. Have you got any idea what's meant by twinkle? Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. What does that mean?
Like,
Twinkle means to shine or too bright. Okay, on the Milky Way. The Milky Way here again, he wants to say, the stars are shining in the sky. You understand? So Milky Way is related to the planets, the sky, okay? And the stars, that's what we call the Milky Way. I think you've taken it in science. So who can tell me, or who can explain for me the first two lines again? What does the poet want to say here? The first two lines, continuous at the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. What did you understand from these two lines? Yes, girls, come on. No one can understand anything?
Yes.
Come on.
The poet Continuous store shine.
Compares, huh? The poet compares the Davidols in their brightness and their huge number to the
The sky?
not the sky, the stars in the sky. Okay, so they are brightening, the stars are brightening, okay, just like the stars in the sky. Got the idea or not?
I got it.
You got it?
Yes,
Got it?
yes.
Okay. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. So where can you see the flowers? Can you see the flowers in the sky?
No.
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 They are stretched, they are spreading along the bay. What's a bay? You know what's the meaning of bay?
No.
The side of, or we can say the shore. You know what's a shore? Like a beach, okay? So as I told you that the flowers were spreading across or along the river. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They have got a beautiful, beautiful scene, magnificent scene. And their scene is just like the stars shining in the sky. So again, here the flowers are compared to the shining stars in the sky. The stars brighten the skies, whereas the flower brightens the river with its magnificent scene and with its nice movement. 10,000 saw I at a glance. What's meant by glance? Do you have you got any idea? Glance? Glance means a quick look. So when he looked at the flowers, he again found a lot of them, like 10,000. So here the poet wants to say that the flowers are, or the daffodils are so
have many number of flowers.
exactly, yes. Tossing their heads in sprightly dance. What's meant by tossing their heads? Moving their heads. Okay? So let's move for the explanation. Who can explain the poet or paraphrase the explanation of the poet? It's called paraphrasing. Who can paraphrase the poet, this stanza for me? What did you understand from this? Yes, Lujine? Lujine? What did you understand?
اوكي ممكن بس حضرتك تجيبيها عشان مش حافظاها.
هي مش هو كده أنا لسه I stopped sharing the screen. Okay. ها.
Continues at the start the time.
I just want you يعني to explain what did you understand generally?
He compared between the daffodils and the clouds in the sky, the stars, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. And
how are the stars and the flowers similar? What's the similarity between the flowers and the stars?
I don't know.
They shines?
Both of them shines. Of course, the flowers don't shine, okay? But with the bright color and their beautiful scene, they brighten, you know, the poet's mood. They brighten the river also. Okay, their beautiful scene, yani, exactly, is so beautiful, like the stars that shine in the sky. Both of them are beautiful. Both of them have a beautiful view. You understand? And both of them are with many numbers. Right?
Yes.
There are many stars and there are also many flowers. Okay. Yes, continue, Lojine. Where do the flowers spread?
They spread on the Milky Way.
No, the stars spread on the Milky Way. Milky Way here means sky, okay? Related to the sky, the stars, the planets. This is what we call the Milky Way. So the stars spread in the Milky Way, whereas the flowers spread. Sorry? The flowers spread. Where do the flowers spread? Where
On the
can we
Milky
find the
Way.
flowers? Read the fourth line.
Along the margin of the bay.
Along the margin of the bay. What does that mean? What's the bay? The shore. So they spread along the shore. You understand?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
What's meant by the margin?
Margin, you know, a margin is like a line at the edge of something. So, for example, in the paper, if you want the paper to be organized, you draw a margin using a ruler, okay? But here he wants to say that they are spreading in a line across or along the bay. Did you understand the meaning of margin?
Yeah.
طب say it in Arabic to make sure that you understand. The line.
يعني
Huh?
زي الضفة أو حاجة.
You know what, when you want your paper, when you use a ruler and draw a line in a paper at the edge of the paper, that's what we call margin. You understand?
Okay, I understand.
So margin here, he wants to show that they are spreading in an organized way at the edge of or along the bay. Got the idea generally?
Yeah.
Okay.
ماشي
10,000
يعني
so
البرواز
sorry?
زي برواز يعني.
Exactly, as if it's a picture draw and in a frame. Exactly. Who said so?
جانا كامل.
Okay, Jana, I like this. Yes, as if they are a picture drawn inside a nice frame and in an organized, beautiful way. Although there are many of the flowers, however, they are still beautiful and organized.
Miss, what's meant by glance?
Glance means to look quickly, okay? To have a quick look at something. So when he looked suddenly or quickly at the flowers, he found them with many numbers, and they were moving their heads in a magnificent way, as if they are dancing. Of course, can the flower dance?
No.
Who can dance?
The human.
So here it's
About give the cloud image of the person who dance.
Yes, who moves his head and dance in the fresh air. So it's personification. And in numbers, as the stars that shine is
As
again, I have
simile.
as.
Simile.
So it's a simile where the flowers are compared to the
stars.
Exactly. Do you think when the poet, when he said, I wander lonely as a cloud, was he happy or sad?
Sad.
Yes, he was lonely. Yes,
He
it
walked
gives
alone.
me the sense that the poet was sad. How do you think you would feel after seeing the Davidals?
Happy.
He
I'll be
would
happy.
be, yes. So the magnificent scene of the Davidals, or the stunning scene of the Davidals, totally changes the poet mood. Now let's move to the rhyme scheme. And again, who can read the last words, all of them together?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Let me see, who are you?
Malak.
Malak. Okay. Yes, Malak.
ميس ممكن حضرتك تجيبي البورتري نفسه. اوكي.
I did.
اوكي تمام. shine.
Yeah.
way ولاين وبي وجلانس ودانس. shine هتبقى اللتر بتاعها A، وبي علشان النطق بتاعها مختلف هتبقى B، واللاين زي shine هتاخد A.
It rhymes with shine, so it's gonna take A, yeah.
وبي الرايم بتاعها زي way هتبقى B.
Rhymes with
glance
way.
هتبقى C.
طيب. Notice please here, if I have got the two stanzas in the exam or in a quiz, عندي two stanzas, and I want to extract the rhyme scheme, I can either, as you can see here in the first stanza, cloud. Does cloud rhymes with shine?
No.
No. So if I have the two stanzas or I have to extract the rhyme scheme of the two stanza, so here shine has to take another symbol, a different symbol, اللي هو هيبقى ايه? Where did I stop at the first stanza? فاهمين what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So here shine doesn't rhyme with cloud or hills or trees, right?
Right.
So I'm going to give it another symbol, which is D.
Symbol.
Okay?
Okay.
And way will be E. And A will be,
D.
line will be D again, bay will be E. But if I'm dealing with each stanza separately, I can use, يعني لو عندي دي بس هي اللي جات لي in the exam, so I can start from A. Got what I want to say?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So the poet here continues to describe the beautiful scene of the Davidals, comparing them to the stars that shine in the sky. The stars are shining in the sky, and the Davidals are shining along the shore. Wherever the speaker looks, he sees nothing but the stunning view of the golden Davidals. The breeze moves those beautiful flowers in a fantastic way. As if they are dancing. Okay? This is the explanation for the paraphrasing of the second stanza. Would you like to move to the third stanza?
Okay.
Okay. Yes? Now, what can you see here in the third stanza? What about the picture here? The flowers again, or the Davidals and the
trees.
Okay. And the river.
A lake or
Without leaves.
a river.
Without leaves.
Exactly.
Bridge.
But here I want you to focus on the river and the waves. Okay? So in the first stanza, the flowers were compared to the clouds. In the second stanza, the flowers were compared to
the sea.
The star.
The stars. Sorry, in the first stanza, the flowers the poet were compared to the clouds in walking lonely and
Yeah.
aimless. And the flowers in both stanzas, the first and the second, the flowers are compared to a human being dancing and enjoying the
Dancing.
fresh air. Okay? In the second
Okay.
stanza, يبقى تاني. In the first stanza, the poet is compared to the clouds, right?
Cloud.
In the second stanza, the flowers or the daffodils are compared to the
Stars.
stars. And here in the third stanza, the flowers are going to be compared to the, read كده and tell me.
The waves beside them danced, but they outdid sparkling leaves.
Okay, the waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling leaves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So here, the waves beside them danced. Can the wave dance?
No.
No. So here it's
A personification.
personification. Outdid the sparkling leaves in glee. Outdid here refers to something when you do it better. So here the poet wants to say that the dancing of the leaves or the daffodils are way better than the dancing of the waves. فاهمين يا بنات? Did you understand what I'm saying?
No, I didn't understand.
No. The waves beside them danced. Beside mean? Beside who? Beside what?
Oh, the daffodils.
Yes, beside the daffodils. And here the
Okay,
poet is
okay.
comparing the dancing or the moving of the waves to the moving of the daffodils. But in the
Okay.
poet's point of view, who's better or what's better, the dancing of the flowers or the dancing of the waves?
The flowers?
Exactly. And outdid
Okay.
here, the word outdid means it did it better, which means it danced better. The sparkling leaves, the shining leaves, in glee, in happiness. So as if they are dancing in happily. And their scene is way better than the scene of the waves, or the movements of the flower, and their dancing and their movements are way better than the moving of the waves, okay, and the dancing of the wave. When the poet sees this magnificent or this stunning scene of nature, the beauty of nature, he couldn't do anything except being happy. He was really happy to be in the company of these daffodils. He was really happy to see them dancing and moving in the breeze in a nice picture, okay? So his mood was totally changed. Although he was lonely at the beginning of the poem, in the first stanza, he expressed himself being lonely. But now he is in the company of
The flowers
is
and
with,
the waves.
yes,
The flowers and the waves.
yes, the flowers, the flowers and the nature, the beautiful nature. That's why he became very happy. Okay?
Okay.
And as you can see from the very beginning, in the first stanza, the poet compared himself to a cloud. He compared himself to an element of nature.
The nature.
Hmm?
The nature, yes.
The? Sorry, I can't hear you. Repeat, please.
I say that he شبه نفسه بالnature.
Yes, he compared himself to a symbol of, sorry. في الفirst stanza, the poet compared himself to, let's turn on the camera. Hello, girls. So in the first stanza, the poet compared himself to a cloud, and the cloud is element of nature, right?
Yes.
And then he compares the element of nature, اللي هي flowers, to a
The
person,
waves.
to the person, or to
Oh,
a person
yeah.
dancing
We were
عموما.
dancing,
Okay?
yeah.
يبقى as you can see, and the person is compared to nature, and nature is compared to person. Why do you think he did so? He wants to show that there is always a unity between nature and human being. You understand?
Yeah.
Got the idea? Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Really? Let me take a photo. So in order, I want to make sure that you understand. So here I'm going to send you an online quiz. Can you do it in the chat box? Can you open the chat box?
Now?
How to open?
Yes. Can you do it? Shall I open it? الشات box في symbol فوق above كده، مش عندك black screen؟
Yes.
In the upper bar you can see هنا ال symbol of participant، جنبها الشات box like a bubble. Press on it. Did you find it?
No.
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 هي تقريبا
No.
عند حضرتك بس في اللابتوب. تقريبا عند حضرتك بس في اللابتوب.
لا لا لا. في الموبايل you have it. If you're joining with a mobile you have it too.
يا جماعة بصوا
No.
في بتاع ده سهم اللي هو هنطلع منه كده، لو طلعتوا منه هيجيب لكم الشات بوكس.
طيب if you know how to chat, let me be sure that you can chat, say hi or say something. Yes, Judy Yasser. Can you open the form, Judy?
Yeah.
Jana Tamer, yes.
I opened it.
If I open it, would it be clear for you? Can you see it now?
Yes. Yes.
Can you see?
Yes.
All of you girls?
Yes.
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 Okay. So let's answer it together. And you have to answer it, well, would you like it, Yani, to answer it alone? Shall
No,
I
let's
end up the
answer
meeting
together.
and you do it alone?
بعد كده
Together.
نعلم حضرتك.
Hmm?
ممكن نحله لوحدنا بعد كده نعلم إجاباتنا مع حضرتك.
ما هو already ده auto checked. I'll do it orally with you. The poet is? Who's the poet?
William Wordsworth.
Exactly, thank you. I wander lonely as a cloud is?
Personification. Simile. Simile.
Simile. Whenever you have as or like, so it will be simile. Who can explain it? Who can
He
explain
was.
the simile? The poet or the speaker?
He. The speaker. I wander lonely as a cloud. Huh?
The poet give himself the image of clouds.
Yes, or compares himself to a cloud that is walking
alone,
aimlessly, without a target, without destination. above the hills
Miss،
and
ممكن حضرتك بعتلنا ال PDF اللي كنا بنشتغل منه من شوية ده على الواتساب عشان أبقى
sure أكيد إن شاء الله. حاضر. Okay.
Okay.
Well, by the way, here you're gonna find in Teams, you're gonna find, if you press the file button, you're gonna find a lot of materials in Teams as well. You understand?
Yeah,
The first
okay.
term material and the second term material. Yani if you're following. Tossing their heads in sprightly dance is it simile or personification or metaphor?
personification.
Personification.
Personification. Who can explain it?
The poet compares himself. No, the poet compares the flowers. To
Exactly,
human
the flowers.
Yeah.
To gives the
human
flower the quality of, or personifies the flowers as
a human.
As what? What's the point of similarity?
Human who is dancing.
Yes, and enjoying the breeze. And the rhyme scheme, I think. Do you know it?
A-B-A-C-C.
The second one. In the first stanza, in the first, خلاص. Do the other two alone. Okay. And I just want us to download the attendance sheet. Did you understand the lesson, girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, بس لسه في fourth stanza. Today يعني we have a quick look at third stanza, and I'll share the material in the WhatsApp. Okay?
Okay.
For the first and second stanza. Sorry?
هما 5 stanza ولا 4؟
4 stanzas.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson. I hope it was beneficial or useful for you. Now we have to end it up. Do you have any questions?
No. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye till we meet again.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.